gentlemen, let me introduce you to Mr. Jaikumar Sharma, Editor, Asia Media, having vast experience of 30 years working in senior editorial position in national dailies like Times of India, Hindustan Times and Indian Express. Now he is a consultant editor for several media houses outside the country, and they have revamped several media products across all the continents. Mr. Jaikumar Sharma is also consultant editor for Chronicle.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Shukla.
Yes, sir.
For our viewers, for our new readers, I must introduce you also. Mr. Samir Shukla is the editor of Central Chronicle, and he is the main force behind this change.
Mr. Jaikumar Sharma, I'd like to ask you, hard work of Central Chronicle is in the market. How do you see it?
Yeah, we can see the product in the market right now. And actually, this is the hard work of your team, Central Chronicle team, now Bharat Press team, with a little bit of inputs from me. So it's a fantastic product, cleaner than before and cleaner than the competitors. I hope this does well in the market and readers would like it. It is more reader friendly, it is more reader centric. Of course, the production is by the journalists, but the keeping in mind the requirements and needs and interests of the readers only. Nothing, no content is being forced. This product is basically thought and designed keeping their requirements in mind, like what is the current requirement of the reader for an English medium today, because requirements keep changing. For all the consumers, not only media products, for all the consumers. So newspaper is also a product, and it's a perishable product. Every day you have to produce something new for the readers, and it has to be, as I said in the beginning, it has to be as per demands and requirements of the reader. So we have tried our best that this new product, it will cater to their needs and readers would love it.
That's right. How different is New Central Chronicle from the previous one?
It's a completely different product. Central Chronicle, which we were producing, or many papers in the country, not in the country but across the continents, they are on the basis of requirements of readers which were there 20 years back. But then the time changed. Now we have so many things, so many mediums, so many platforms to know the news or entertainment. Newspapers, definition, when we were in general schools and all, definition of newspapers was news which I'm coming to know for the first time. But newspapers have no newspapers nowadays. So how different it is from the previous Central Chronicle is that we are not competing with any other media now. As a result of glut of digital media, now there is clutter of news, clutter of information. Means what I say, digital media is to watch and print media is to believe. Because there is so much of clutter in digital media, you can watch, you can see, but you don't have that credibility factor with the digital media. But in print media, it is still there. Because experienced journalists, they work behind the curtain to produce the paper. You have credibility for their knowledge, for their academics, for their experience, and then they produce the paper. Anybody cannot just pick the phone and click it. That is for entertainment, but this is for knowledge and credibility. So how different it is that before it was going on in the market like any other paper, but now we realize that look, a reader or consumer needs declutter. News has to be decluttered. It should be short, it should be crisp, it should be something should be there which is not there on the digital medium. We are not discarding this digital medium. It's upcoming thing, and I think it will be a big success in the future also. But they will survive side by side. Our new Central Chronicle Now giving shorter, crisper stories, big display to the photographs, new masthead you must have seen, and this is a fad or fashion that masthead always keep changing. The old English fonts are in fashion again, once again. New York Times, so you can see our Hindustan Times in India, many other papers, even Boston Globe, they are going for old English format. So we have tried that also. So that looking very clean and niche for Central Chronicle. Plus, we have introduced some supplements, weekly supplements. Every day you will find a new fresh content in the paper. Like you can see on your screen, we have a supplement on Bella. Bella is for women. And what are the requirements for a working woman, for girls, for elderly ladies, their health, their education, how they will take care of their family, children, because they are the house managers. They are working as well. So their requirements is a big subject. So once a week, Bella would be there with very fresh content. It will not be only for fashion and fad. Of course, it will be there, but it will be more on day-to-day problems like health problems, their mental health issues, how to take care of their children when they are growing up, what are the new techniques and all that. So many things on women and upwardly mobile women, girls who now are not in the background to develop the economy, who are in the forefront. So this Bella supplement which you have seen would cater to their needs. Another supplement we are coming up with Scholar. So Scholar is for education. So you must have seen education supplements in many of the papers, old-fashioned tricks and all. We are going away with that. We are not dictating articles to the readers. Now we are asking them to write. We are asking from professors, from academicians, from principals, from registrars of the universities, because in Central India, in Jaipur, Bhilai, Bilaspur, even in eastern Odisha or western Maharashtra, Vidarbha, in this whole area, there are so many institutions are coming up. Education is a big subject now. So we would be asking many of the good academicians to write for Central Chronicle. What is their requirement? What is their feeling? What they want? Then similarly, we want students to write in our paper. And this Scholar you can see on screen. Scholar supplement is basically catering to professors of the universities, then students, and some events. Otherwise, education supplement used to be events, football match, fashion show in the college, and then curriculum, blah 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 blah. But now this will be more from their mouth, more from their pen, not from our side. Of course, we will be giving editorial and all that, but we want to listen to them and want to share their experience with the rest of the readers. Half of the section of Scholar would be on school education. In Chhattisgarh especially, Swami Atmanand English medium schools are there. So we would be asking them to write, their students, their teachers, their principals to write, because even government is promoting English. When we are saying promoting English, it does not mean that we do not respect our mother tongue or Hindi or Chhattisgarhi or Vidarbha language, Marathi or Urdu, anything. Top notch, they are at the highest pedestal. But because India is growing, we are already 5th largest economy in the world, and as our government is claiming that within next 5 to 10 years we will be 3rd largest, that means we will be connecting more with the rest of the world. There are hyper language in Hindi may not work. We will need an international language, which is English, and growth will slowly shift to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities, like in Raipur or Bilaspur or Bhilai or in Odisha some towns or Nagpur or Bhopal or these central India. So growth, these tier 2, tier 3 cities will be the growth engine for the economy. And there we will see lot many industries, lot many foreigners, expats will be coming, like in Bangalore. So they need some credible product and English product, because they will not be read news or anything in Hindi. So it is for them also. If our children in Europe, I would say when I travel to Europe, surprisingly every European almost, they know 3 to 4 languages, international languages, not their dialects of their hyper, but they know 4 to 5 languages because they run businesses across the globe. So if Central India want to be engine of growth, we also need to develop our students for education in that English language also. And newspapers is the first platform where we can tell our children that okay, start reading newspaper, English paper in the morning, and you will not only improve your English but you will connect to the rest of the world. So it's a window to the world. English paper is a window to the world. In digital medium, we don't know what is correct, what is not, and who's offering you what. So Central Chronicle, coming back to your main question, how different it is. Main difference is that it is for the people, from the people. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, sir, how do you see the future of the print media now?
Oh well, it's a tricky question. Very tricky question. Wherever I go across the world, because I travel a lot and I'm consultant to many papers, deep into South Pacific, Fiji Sun, New Zealand Herald, paper in Spain, many papers in Africa, in Nepal, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, and so wherever I travel, Middle East, Gulf News, so this question is very frequent. And obituary of print media is being written for last 10 to 15 years. That it is dead, news media will not be there. 15 years, I think, from 2005 when I started. I joined Hindustan Times in 2005, and that time we were saying, oh, there is no future for print media. But so far it's going well. It's strong. Credibility is still there. Newspapers in Bombay, Delhi, and many other cities across the globe, in fact. If you go to Dubai, you go to Abuja in Nigeria, I'm a consultant to paper in Nigeria called Daily Trust. They are very strong, and in Fiji also they still print 100-page tabloid every day. The big thick paper, Sydney Morning Herald is still there, very strong. New Zealand Herald is strong. Malaysia Daily Star is doing very strong. I'm consultant to Annapurna Post in Nepal, it's very strong. Daily Star in Bangladesh, in Dhaka, is going very strong. Only one difference is there, that earlier we used to have 4 or 5 news products from every big town, so million plus town also, and they all used to survive. Now difference has come that now only 1 or 2 newspapers will survive, not 4 or 5 in a town. In a country, you may be having, say, for English medium, only 4 or 5 newspapers across a country as big as India will survive. So you have always to be in competition. You have to keep improving quality of your product, so it will survive. Because the reason why I am saying, the reason is mankind always likes big canvas. So that interest for big canvas will never fade away. On mobile, because we are not reading news on desktop anymore, because news consumption is 80 to 90% is on mobile. On mobile, it's a very small platform, very convenient, but very small. So you have to scroll and see next thing. But here you have a big canvas. Because you like big TV, big screen, so big canvas will never fade away. Second thing, as I said in the beginning, in favor of print media is credibility. Its credibility is there, it is still there. If it is written, oh, it has printed in the paper, that means it is true, it's a fact. Nobody will raise a doubt on that. So that credibility factor is still there. If you talk about European and American newspapers, talk about them, fine, they are not doing very well there, but they themselves are responsible. But newspapers are doing very good in Middle East, still very good in Middle East. They are still doing very well in India. They are still doing South Asia, I would say, in total. They are doing very good in Sri Lanka. They are doing very good in Nepal. They are doing very good in Pakistan. They are doing good in Iran. They are doing very well in Africa. In Malaysia, they are going very strong. Daily Star is going very strong. Of course, some papers are not doing well, but others who have, kept them updating. So they are doing really well. So future of print media, we cannot write obituary right now. I think it will improve. So print media will also survive and thrive. That is my take.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Is the market of English media growing in Central India?
Of course. I answered this in the first question. That India would be, everybody is looking at India now. A few days back, American ambassador said if somebody want to see growth in the world, they should come to India and watch. That means India is in the focus. If India is in the focus, then obviously we will be interacting more with the international community. And to interact with international community, we need a language which is spoken and understood by others. So Central India, which is predominantly Hindu belt, Vidarbha and MP and Chhattisgarh, Eastern UP, so these areas are predominantly Hindu belt. Some hyper-local languages are also there. But you accept it or you don't accept it. English is, obviously it's a language which connects south to north and east to west. I cannot speak Malayalam or Tamil, but I can speak English and they can understand English. So this is one language which binds us also. It is very debatable, but still I feel it. So in Central India, because this part of the country did not have, except Nagpur, did not have a very big city, very big town. Industrialization was not there. This area was known for its forestry and good environment and woods and all that. But now, because Raipur, Bilaspur, Durg, Bhilai, in Odisha, Sambalpur, many towns till West Bengal and in Vidarbha are growing up. So industries will move here, advertising. Who are looking for platforms where they can advertise their niche products, big products, means niche, I would say expensive products. So they need a medium that where we can advertise, who can take our promotion of the product to the right person. So English medium or English products or English media products will thrive. There is a growing requirement of English media products in Central India, and it will grow. It will grow. That's why other national dailies are publishing satellite editions from here. Otherwise, there was no need. If there was no requirement of English or English media was not growing in Chhattisgarh. So it will grow and thrive.
Thank you. Well, sir, what is the message you want to communicate to the new generation?
Well, I'm not qualified enough to give any message to the new generation because they are smart enough. They are future. They are our future. They are smart enough. They know many things more than us. As having some experience of life, we can only say digital medium. I have a granddaughter who is just a year and a half old. She also knows how to scroll mobile. That's fine. That means we cannot avoid it. We cannot discard it, digital medium. That means we have to go with it. This is future. We should do well on digital media also. We should improve digital media more and more and more and more. But as I said in the beginning, let's not build the habit of reading. Now we are more interested in reels. less than a minute or a few seconds and all. We get bored very quickly and all. So that is making an impact on our human brain also. We are losing patience. We don't have patience to read long articles. We don't have patience to read, our curriculum also in the books. We quickly go away from the focus. So that is a problem which many other countries are focusing on. So for that, I would say carry on with your digital. I will not suggest detox, go for detox, digital detox and blah blah blah, which is something mobile and something which is part of our life. We cannot live without it. It is fine, no problem. But keep reading. And for reading, there is no better medium than books and newspapers. Because when you read a 800-word article in a newspaper, then your brain gets into the subject very deeply. You start calming down, then you get into the subject and you start thinking. So your thinking process improves, your focus improves, and your analytical mind starts working. So that is very important for the new generation. That is my message. That fine, you carry on with digital media and develop the digital media as much as you can, because we are IT hub and all, no second thought about it. But continue with the reading habit. So that is my message only, because it is pertaining to media and reading habits and all that. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, sir, how do you feel that the newspaper can be made more interactive, especially with the youths?
That newspaper, it's a one-way communication. That we as journalists in newsroom we write and other person has to read it. There is no two-way communication. So it is better if we have an interactive product. That what reader is feeling, especially the new readers, especially the young readers, and on bigger subjects, bigger policy matters. So we are focusing on some pages on youth, that what is their voice. Like scholar is only about, our supplement is only about education, but youth, they have opinion about every important subject of the country, politics also, science and technology also, environment also, what they feel about 370, Article 370, what they feel about Uniform Civil Code, what they feel about saving the world, what they feel about eradication of plastic from the country, what they feel about deforestation, and how to include their voice in the paper, especially in the English paper. So we are working on that, and that's a very a good way of interaction. So either we will plan something in the future, either we will have monthly or weekly meetings, small shows. We could go to marketplaces where they hang out. We can go to coffee shops where youth hang out. We can go to colleges, schools, universities. We have good universities, IIT, IIM and all. We can go there and we can take their opinion and then we can publish it. So that will be interaction, it will be two-way communication. So that will be done in Chronicle English.
Thank you. Well, I hope you will all like our new Chronicle, which is with the new layout, the new design, and we'd like to invite all your suggestions as well, if any, on the different pages and the features which we have included in this. I'm thankful to Mr. Jaikumar Sharma for having a wonderful conversation with me today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.